Just hours ago, a grand jury indicted St. Louis County Executive Sam Page for allegedly using taxpayer money in an effort to strike down a ballot measure. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Brent Solomon. Voters said no to Proposition B this spring. Now the county executive faces 2 felony charges for using public funds to send postcards to voters ahead of that election. Our political editor Mark Maxwell has reaction from Page's political opponents as well as criminal law experts. What are they saying, Mark?
Well, first of all, politicians can legally use the power of incumbency, the power of their office, to persuade voters to reelect them or to pass a ballot initiative, sort of, if they use that soft power. But there are lines you cannot cross. The law allows you to educate voters, but forbids you from trying to persuade voters on exactly how to vote. Legal experts tell us this case could come down to defining where exactly that line is. So here's a look at that postcard St. Louis County voters got in the mail earlier this year. Yes, it does use language that describes the ballot question in negative ways, where few people would read this and think, hey, let's give the county council power to dismiss the police chief during an emergency, for example, for political reasons. This postcard doesn't, however, explicitly encourage voters to vote one way or the other. So when this case was initially referred to the county prosecutor, she cited a conflict of interest and passed it up the chain to the state attorney general's office. That's what led to this grand jury indictment. Now Sam Page's political opponents are turning up the pressure. Should the county executive step down?
So I think this process is going to be hard for him to juggle his personal distraction right now and also be the leader the county needs. I do believe that the county executive has his hands in just too many pots right now, and we need steady leadership in St. Louis County. He has been indicted. The previous county executive resigned immediately so that the county has a chance to recover and move forward. And I believe this county executive should do the same.
That previous county executive was represented by Steve Stanger's lawyer, was Scott Rosenblum. He told me earlier today he thinks this whole case is much ado about nothing. A lot of big questions left here, but one of those big questions, why was this case filed in criminal court and not with the Missouri Ethics Commission? That's the state panel that usually oversees and enforces election law. The Attorney General's office has not yet answered that question for us. It's a panel that Governor Parson and Governor Kehoe left vacant and powerless until just earlier this month, when Kehoe finally seated enough commissioners to resume oversight of cases just like this one.